Hey, my Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising is Brooke and Terry. Hope you're all doing well and staying safe. This is going to be a July 2026 reading. So to sum this up pretty quickly, Leos, I'm seeing here that a lot of you have overcame a situation, whether you were married or in a long-term connection with someone here. Could have had children with them because we have family, or you did want a family and children with this person, but it did not happen. A lot of you can be writing a book or just speaking your truth in regards to what you went through, whether it was domestic violence, just abuse, and you're wanting to, steer people in the, right direction away from situations like this that might look good on the surface, but in reality, they're not what it looks like, okay? And I'm seeing here with surrender and, truth in reverse, there was never going to be any clarity or release from this person, keeping you a secret, okay? There could have been a third-party situation where they were trying to keep the other person a secret. They could have had a family on the other side, something that you didn't have no knowledge of, but it was causing for this person to treat you very poorly and be in and out of the relationship, okay? But I'm feeling as though with the healing and breakup here and intuition, this is in the past. This can be recent or, in the far, far past, but it had a very big effect on you, Leos, okay? And we have release and we have check yourself and lonely. So I'm feeling as though a lot of you could have been in this relationship longer than it needed to be because you were afraid of isolation, being afraid of, a loneliness. Ugh, can't even talk. Being afraid of being lonely, okay? But I'm seeing here as though that with this person, you were already lonely. This person was not being honest with you and could have been pushing you away constantly. And with this old conditioning and releasing this, you can be releasing old ways of behaving and thinking, okay? Remembering who you are, okay? Check yourself. A lot of you could be, realizing that you have the upper hand in a situation, especially if you were financially carrying this person and the connection. You realize that you were able to just up and leave, find yourself a new place, go and find shelter, and just take care of yourself because they could have been using you or only being nice to you when they wanted something from you, whether it was to pay a bill, whether it was to take care of them, buy them something, buy them clothes. You were taking care of this person more than your own self, okay, your own mental health. And you could have been ignoring your intuition, that gut feeling, okay, that it needed to be, broken off. You needed to break up with them, whether you have children with them or not, whether you're married to them or not, whether you have a lease with them or not, because you're the one that's taking care of everything, okay? Check yourself. Are you really in love with them? Do they really care about you? Or are you just wanting someone to be there, okay? You could have realized that you were being codependent or someone was being codependent on you, making it seem as though you needed them, okay? So you have to flip the whole script and really reevaluate things that were going on. And now you have freedom. So with writing and freedom, you could be starting school, starting a new subject, just, getting into something new that's, steering you into a very new space mentally in a positive way, Leos. And I'm seeing as though it's, going to create infinite abundance, okay? You're going to create a lot of abundance and possibly a career through this shift, okay, this change. So I feel as though you're going to be in a more positive headspace, more peaceful, healing, just feeling more lighter, because I feel like with this person, there was a lot of chaos, there was a lot of screaming, there was a lot of arguing and fighting, and I feel as though now you're going to be in a way better place, okay? Especially if you have children, okay? I'm seeing two different cards that have children on it, okay? Your purpose can be through your children, I feel as though, or you could, be really good with speaking to children. You could be a teacher, becoming a teacher, or just wanting to speak life into people and teach them, the ins and outs and what not to do in situations like this, or if they've came out of situations like this, how to overcome and how to heal and move forward and not go backwards, all right, Leos? So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.